Hello everybody, thank you for coming to the Regina's place. I'm Victoria Carly. Let's hear from Regina.
Yeah. Thank you, Regina.
Selflessly giving of herself and letting us perform here. And I'm Victoria Carly, and I'm the host. We're going to do this once every month, the third Friday of the month. And the first feature we have is Janet Kuypers, who's the publisher of Scars Publications, and she's also the new MC at the cafe. She has a show there at 8:30 every Tuesday, and let's see,
5115 North Lincoln Avenue.
Okay.
That's right as well. I got the mic on.
Share for Janet.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much, Vito, and thank you so much, Regina.
You're welcome.
This is awesome.
Before you guys start, there's refreshments over there. I do have some beer if you're not a wine drinker, water. Everything's by donation, so that's how we replenish the pot, so don't forget, we appreciate your donations. And I hope that you all enjoy and that you'll come back and without invitation.
Most definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Does anybody need anything? You're well, thank you so much. Thank you, Vito. Thank you, Regina. This is the coolest thing ever. It really is. Vito said that I was supposed to do things about New Year's.
You don't have to.
So, well, the first thing I was thinking is, well, I mean, what did we just pass? We just passed Christmas stuff. I mean, we just went through this whole Christmas thing at the same time. So I've got a bit of that in my head at the same time. So I'm like, well, it's all this kind of festive season, and you're doing Christmas in Israel, First Noel. And I've got to figure out how to be able to do that. And I'm going to see if I can actually play along with that. One of the questions that I always thought of for Christmas time when you were giving presents is, as a Christmas present, have you ever received as a gift a bug sandwich? I'm sure your answer is probably no, even though there's probably been a bug or two in the fast food that you've ordered, but you know, don't think about that, whatever you do. But I know that if you're in the military, you have to be prepared for doing things like eating bugs, but that doesn't mean you actually want to have a bug sandwich. But one year at Christmas, a friend of mine gave me a bug sandwich because she thought I had quote-unquote everything, but I probably didn't have a bug sandwich. Alright, it wasn't technically a real sandwich. It was 3 plastic bugs inside plastic rubber slices of bread. I kept that bug sandwich on top of my fridge for a few years, and now that the rubbery plastic bread fell apart, I put 2 of those plastic bugs, well, maybe 3, at the bottom of my fish tank. So, in a way, I try to keep that whole memory of my bug sandwich alive. So if you're ever wondering what to get for somebody for Christmas, if you think they have to buy a gift for somebody who has absolutely everything, well, go to a trick shop and get them a bug sandwich. In a strange way, they just might enjoy it. Thanks. And the thing is, the next thing I thought about reading was about New Year's time, and I had written this on New Year's Eve after I had almost died in a car accident. And it was a horrific year for me, and relearning how to walk and talk and eat, and losing your car and your home, and it was a very depressing time, and I wrote this little thing for myself, and I kept saying at the end of it that I hope everything gets better. And, well, 2 or 3 weeks later I met my husband here, so apparently it did get better.
It got better.
So, this is a peace of mind. So, this is how another year ends for me. I've got 1 guy interested in me, well, maybe 2. And I have another couple million that aren't interested. kind of like last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. And when I look back over the years and all that I've gone through, it makes me think that I should be doing more with my life. I should be experiencing more. I should be living more. And it's like there's a little time bomb in my head, and it just wants to go off now, and it's just biding time. I guess that's what I've been doing all these years now. I guess that's just how my mind works. And I guess that's just how my life goes. I'm one step, one more year closer to death. And it's like, in a way, I have that timer, like that little time bomb, and I'm waiting for everything to just happen. So, Happy New Year. I hope everything is better than last year. I hope that you get everything that you could ever want. And trust me, all I can think is to say, Happy New Year. It's very strange with trying to come up with music and these odd stories, and so I'm going to let him do some playing because he's the good guitarist here. So I'm actually going to talk about New Year's for once instead of talking about thinking about New Year's or whatever.
I'm a crappy guitarist with a good guitar.
Oh, is that what it is? Then you've had a good guitar for many years, for good bands for many years, and that must be what it is. So anyway, telling a story. So it was New Year's Eve, and we were standing on 42nd Street in the Avenue of the Americas, and we were just a few blocks away, but we had just the right view of Times Square. And yes, there was freezing rain, but I really didn't care since I was in New York for only a few days. It was 10:55. Well, we still had a long time to wait with I don't know how many of thousands of other people. Some of them were climbing up the light poles, and all of us were pushing forward in this street, despite the police officers on horseback rushing at us back toward the sidewalk. And our paper bag fell apart in the rain, so I had to let all the water bottles fall to the curb. And then our friend told us that he had to go to the bathroom real bad, you know. So I told him to go right here in the street. It's not like anyone's going to see him. But he didn't want to piss on somebody's shoes, so he asked if I had a water bottle. So I leaned over and I picked up a water bottle from the curb, and when he had finished his job, he closed up that bottle and put it back on the sidewalk. God, and you too, getting on the train an hour later after the ball dropped, more rain and a bottle of champagne later, saying that you had to go to the bathroom real bad too. So I pulled out an empty beer bottle from my coat pocket, and you covered the train window with your coat, and I blocked your view from the aisle while you took care of the matter at hand. And I'm amazed that that bottle didn't tip over on that hour-long commute, our first of the new year, while I slept on your shoulder. And I'm amazed that I ended one year and began another, helping men I know in public places piss into bottles.